Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Author Doc B in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. It's the finale. It's the finale, everybody. Please click like and share. You guys know we are about to bring it to the table tonight. Full circle. We got Mazzie. Oh my goodness. And he has some guests coming in. I'm telling you now, he's got two good guests. Um, um, and I'm gonna bring him in so that we can make sure that give him a mic check and everything. But let me tell you, sit back and relax tonight. Click like and share. Please comment. Philly Truce is putting on their second annual Philly Truce Day at 101 Erie Avenue, Lighthouse Field. It starts at 12 noon to 8 p.m. But it is a parade that's going to start first. And he's going to tell you all about it. It says, no shooting, no killing. It's going down. It's a cultural carnival. Listen, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to bring him in now, and I'm going to ask that you please click like and share. He's going to introduce his guests. Oh, my goodness. And you're not going to believe who's in his house tonight with Author Doc B, baby. Let me bring him in now.
Doc, what's up? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. You can't hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, in the building. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. What's going on? How
you doing?
I'm great.
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. I'm doing good. So y'all know him. This is Author Doc B, and bringing it to the table is live and uncut. Let me just tell you this right now. Tonight we have some special treats for you. You better sit back, relax, sit on the side of that chair. Ooh, wait, let me tell you. Click like and share because I done did my research. I done did my research and I done found out who these people are. And I'm super excited. And it's an honor and a privilege to have them on with us tonight. So without further ado, you guys know Mazzie. He is the co-founder of the Philly Truce. Philly Truce app is in the building. Woo! So, how you doing? Right? How you been, brother? A lot of groundwork, right?
Yeah. We look. It's the 7-day countdown. We've been blessed. We've been up to the last minute, getting people coming in with things they want to put on stage that are phenomenal and dynamic. People who want to be available for the young people to offer dynamic resources, and we've just been working, trying to keep up with the pace of the blessings, really. And so, who I asked to come on tonight are people that I've known for decades, and this represents some of the top caliber artistry that we're going to bring to the stage. I didn't want to jump out talking about music and that's everybody knows we can do that. I wanted to let people know of the other things that would be going on, and the focus would be on, more than anything, that every young person leave there with a plan of action for their summer and beyond, and that every adult leave there with a plan of action to support some young people. But you got to have music, you got to have the arts, and that's it is the Culture Carnival. So without further ado, I can't see who's in the waiting room, so tell me who's on deck, and we'll introduce them.
Let me tell you.
We got 3 in there. We got 3 in there, or we got 2 in there?
I got two, but this is the 2 that I did my research on, though. Was it supposed to be a third one?
Yeah, that was, we had the email glitch. I think so. We got RG and we got HD. Is that who we got?
Yup.
Okay. Well, let's start with the lovely and the talented Miss Ronnie Graham. Bring Ronnie Graham on right now.
Oh my goodness! No! I can't wait. I knew you was gonna pick the ladies first, honey. I already know. There she is. Hi, Ronnie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Listen, it's your girl, Author Doc B in the building, and it is an honor and a privilege to have you on with us today. Now, you already know I done did my homework. I've been all over your place, clicking and liking and sharing stuff and everything. And I'm saying to myself, whoa, wait. Listen, Mazzie, you know me. Once I'm in there, I'm all over the place.
I know.
I said to myself, she did what? And then, Ronnie, I start doing something like this. Hey, baby, hey, baby, hey, baby, hey, baby. Like I start saying, I start saying stuff like that to myself and everything. Listen, oh my goodness, Queen, it is an honor and a privilege to have you on with us tonight. You are literally on the Philly Truce team. Yes. Oh my goodness, you gotta stop me because even though this is your interview, I'm telling you, I get so excited. I get so excited, and my energy just go up like 10 times higher. So, how you doing? You want to introduce yourself to the audience? Because then I have a couple of things I've learned about you myself as well. I'll be quiet.
No. No, see, I can relate because I'm a talker too. So we right here. I'm here with you. Well, I'm Ronnie Graham. I'm 43 years old, and I reside in Philadelphia. Born and raised, and I am an actress. I am a children's behavioral therapist by day, and that's it. A mother.
That's really good. And so that's why we have that in common, right? Because I'm a therapist too.
See.
And so when we're in that room and we're doing our art, because it's definitely an artistry, I'm telling you.
Yes.
We have to be quiet and listen. Mm-hmm. The moment I get a chance to run my mouth, it never shuts up. That's why I'm good with a mic at events. Wait until that day. Wait till you see me with that microphone. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a ball. The crowd's gonna be hype. It's gonna be love, healing, peace. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. So, what are you up to these days, Ronnie?
Well, these days, I am working on a sitcom that me and my friend, a fellow actor, put together called Bay versus Bay. So it started during the pandemic. Of course, everything was shut down. We couldn't get on any stages or, do anything. So we got together and we just did like relationship skits, but we made it funny. Of course, honesty is funny. And we just, so the more honest, the funnier it is. And we exaggerated a little bit, but it was funny because it was like, yes, that's how we feel. So we would do one a month. And then we had so much like great feedback from it. I mean, we would get stopped in the street. I mean, I'm places, people turn around like, I love Bay versus Bay. When y'all putting out? And I'm like, okay. Like, so we decided to do a sitcom.
Oh, and you should.
We did. And we raised money. And we filmed this summer, and we added 2 couples. So it's me and him, and then we added 2 more couples. And we did 8 episodes. And so we're about to do a premiere at the Ritz Theater the middle of the month, and we're going to show 3 episodes. And we just did that today. Like, we just chose our episodes and everything. And we just hope that everyone loves it. We expanded it. They're about 20 to 25 minutes with no commercials, just straight 25 minutes.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Comedy. And I hope, everyone loves it. So with that, and just, I'm like heavy into fitness right now. So.
Oh, I saw that. Now, I have some questions about that too.
Yeah.
You and the other brother that's coming on, he's happy. Woo! I want to know if he really do got that body like that. Okay, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. Listen, it's no disrespect or nothing like that. Now, Mazzie, knock it off because you already know I'm an OG in this. And use some of that type of exposure in my life, okay? So just leave the old lady alone. Let me just have my, my little moment, because, bring it to the table. It's just a little small episode. We do what we do, So I'm proud of you, Queen. I am so proud of you, Queen. And I'm telling you now, I cannot wait. What you got up your sleeve for that day, though? Philly Truce Day. What do you have up your sleeve, girl?
Well, I did, before the pandemic, I wrote a one-woman show called Laughter is Therapy, and it was directed by Ozzie Jones, who was supposed to be here because he is a freaking genius when it comes to.
Oh, he's backstage.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Because he is the reason my ability is what it is because of him. He knows that. I say it all the time. I can't thank him enough. I can't give him enough accolades, for what he's done for me in my life, and the courage I've had and my ability to do that. The show is about my life from when I was born to when I graduated college. So the first 21 years of my life, I've been through a lot, like a lot of children and young adults, unfortunately, but it's not talked about. Whether it's the trauma that stops the young adult or child from talking about it, or even the adult that had the trauma when they were younger and just don't want to talk about it. From me talking about it, I made it a point where when I did the show, I didn't want people to leave feeling sorry for me or feeling sadness. Like, I didn't want them to like sit in that and like just be like, ugh, like, because I've been to shows where I felt that way after. Like, it was good, but I was like, oh my God, like, it felt dirty. Like, it was like, ugh. I wanted people to feel the way I feel, which is I'm healed and I'm okay.
Hello.
You don't have to look like what you've been through. So
Absolutely.
I wanted them to leave like that. And that was one thing that me and Ozzie Jones, we went back and forth, and we were both on the same page with. And it, I talk about my, being sexually abused when I was younger, my one parent being on drugs, being in foster care, witnessing domestic abuse. But I had a great childhood. With all that, I did have a great childhood.
That's right.
And then also, that college life, and how that happened. And then I was sexually assaulted again when I was 21. I was robbed and, sexually assaulted. But like I said, laughter is therapy. And I'm telling jokes about some very uncomfortable things.
Okay.
And, we have to tell people, we have to give them a disclaimer.
Absolutely.
It's okay to laugh. It is okay. I wrote it for you to laugh. So laugh. It's okay. You might be like, oh my God, I can laugh at this? You serious? But yes, I want you to. Because if we can't laugh at it, if we can't, if we can't have some type of healing from it, then we wear it and it stays with us.
Ooh, you better come on, Sister Ronnie. Y'all heard that, folks? Listen, they said it's joy in the journey.
Yes, it is. And
it's
because
joy in the journey.
I gotta say, like, God had me and he still has me. So I'm blessed. No matter all that I've been through, I'm blessed. So I had to share that to maybe heal somebody else. So the show itself, is, I would say, for an adult crowd. But what I am going to do is tell my story, because all the time, 10 out of 10 times when I speak about this show or do the show, there is somebody in the audience that has been through some point of what I've been through. Like,
absolutely.
So it's important for me to share my story so somebody can have some type of healing to be like, well, if she looks like that, then I'm gonna be okay because she's okay, So I'm going to share my story, and hopefully somebody can heal from it, and try to do a piece from it, a lighter part of the of the show, and perform that, and so that's what I'm going to. So I'm going to bring.
I'm looking forward to it. Ozzie is backstage. He's itching to come on. I'm just going to go ahead and bring him on because actually know him. You should see him. He looking in the computer like this. Do they see me? Do they know?
We see you. We see you, Ozzie.
I'm just gonna bring him on and let's just get him on in there.
That's not your house. That's not your house.
Yes, it is. It's real.
That ain't your house.
Boy, I get money.
Okay, that part right
I get
there.
money in these streets.
In the streets.
I get money.
Ozzie. We trying to start.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm bad with technology. I was trying to figure out how to get it.
I know he was like this. He was looking on and like, what's going on? And do they see me? Like, what's up? Like he was doing all this and that. I said, this man, as you were talking, Ronnie, that's what he was doing. I said, oh, I better bring him in. Now he's not. Now, was Hezekiah supposed to be here too?
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. Hezekiah is one of the artists, but since we had a technical glitch with Ozzie's email address, that's why he missed the link. Let me give Ozzie a quick intro, and the reason he's here is because he is the connection with Ronnie and I. Ronnie has been very gracious with her talents in my project. She starred in a play for me, a music video for me, all kinds of stuff. And Ozzie is also one of my teachers. Ozzie and I were in a rap group in the 90s together.
Oh,
Ozzie Jones is responsible for my ability to just stand up on the stage in front of however many people and just start opening my mouth and saying what gotta be said. So,
nice.
So I'm gonna just give him a quick introduction. This is Ozzie Jones, actually world-renowned theater director and playwright. Look at that. Silliest man. Silliest Negro over 50 for sure.
Oh my God. Y'all cutting up on Bring It to the Table now.
Playwright, author. I know the book ain't done yet, but get one done.
Cyborg.
He's a cyborg now, just coming back from open heart surgery that he didn't know he was going to have. So he extra silly. But I'm gonna let him talk. This is a genius of literature and theater and instruction right here, and he's going to bring Ronnie to the stage on Saturday and say some things about the healing power of theater, etc., etc.
Yes,
so there you go, Mr. Jones.
Thank you so much, Ozzie. Nice to have you on the show.
It's nice to meet you, sis. So wait, it's Saturday?
See, this is the other thing. Terrible calendar keeper. Terrible calendar
Ronnie,
keeper.
you be with them two all the time? Oh my goodness.
Terrible calendar keeper.
It's nice to meet you, sis.
Well, welcome to Bring It to the Table. It's your girl, Doc B. She's in the building. And we got Philly Truce is in the house, the co-host, the co-founder of Philly Truce app and Philly Truce, period. My main man, Mazzie, is in the house, and he has brought some very special guests. Mr. Ozzie, I apologize. I did not know you were coming on tonight. For some reason, we had a glitch, like he said in the email. But because I usually would do homework and find out who all these people is and stuff. But he did a wonderful introduction. And so I'm just going to get my 2 cents in before you start talking. Well, you got to do a play. You got to get my story and do a play on me. No, I got a story. It's not. No, let me tell you.
Tell him the name of your book. Tell him the name of your book.
Oh, you best to believe I'm going to tell him that and ship him one too. Oh. Look, so the name of my book is The 3 C's. How I Survived. First C, crack addiction. Second C, cancer. Third C, COVID-19. Why am I still standing? Watch this, and living beyond my dreams. See, became this whole doctor. That's who I am. I'm Doc B, Dr. Burton. And I'm a therapist, by trade or whatever. But let me tell you, oh my goodness, this is how Bring It to the Table got started and how I got to a radio host and got to a podcast host. Because I wanted to know if I'm an everyday person. right? Bring it to the table on everyday people.
Mhm.
And I've survived crack cancer and COVID-19 and now living beyond my dreams. Who else in everyday people are doing this? And that's how the show got started.
No doubt.
So
all you had to say, Doc, was from you from Newark. We would have known you overcame something.
oh yeah, Brick City. I made it out.
Right.
I made it out. I made it out. So Ozzie,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you I did have some more questions for you, Ronnie, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. But since you two are connected, we're all gonna just stay on and have a good time. I usually bring them on one at a time, say what I got to say. See y'all later. See y'all on May 7th. But we're all gonna just hang out. It's the finale. Woo, baby. We on a countdown, baby. 7 and done. 7 and done. 7 and wake up. And it's going down. So Ozzie, who are you for real? For real? I mean, what are you doing these days? You know, what do you want to say to the audience? How can they find you? Like, what do you do for the communities? Get it out there.
I mean, I do. I mean, it's funny. I've been pretty much doing the same thing for the whole time. Like I teach, direct, and write, and make music.
Nice.
And I do a mixture of all of those things at different points at different times.
Nice.
And
And
he
I've been doing
created
that for a long time.
he created an acting method called the rhythm
Oh,
method.
yes. Come on.
Called
Come
him-
on.
he
Come on.
created
So
Go
well,
ahead, you gotta let them know, Miss Graham. It might have been the heart surgery that made him forget. He forgot.
Go ahead. What
no,
up?
you know what it is? It's funny because when Maz came up with the Philly Truce, it's interesting because I've always felt like it's hard to talk about something if you actually do it. Do you know what I mean? So like when we first met, the thing that made Philly Truce make so much sense is when me and he met and me and Maz met, we moved in together, started making music, and almost within, I'd say 5 days, we started talking about ways we could serve the community that we were in.
Wow.
Like immediately. Like we started talking about, oh, how do we make the house that we were living in a school and work with the kids that's around, and how can we do, I think the first show we did was at the Diamond Street Festival. I think it was either the first or the second. So what he's doing with Philly Truce is all I've known him to do. So Philly Truce is a name on a thing that has been being done for 20 plus years, right? So it's kind of like it's not really an act of modesty. It's like I actually do what I say I do. Do you understand what I mean? So like, because the like working in communities, and you know this, like we just met, sis, but you know this, like working in communities that have drug addiction and violence, and like what Ronnie talks about with her show and all that, like, and you know this as a therapist, like that's long suffering work. Do you know what I mean? Like that's work that you get up and you do every day, especially with children, because in I work a lot with children and have been for many, many years. And one of the things I've learned about children is really all children want is for you to be present. They want you to listen and they want you to be present. And if you're listening and being present, I mean, they don't judge you. They understand when you fall. They help you get up. They all that. So the being present, though, you know how that is. Like that ain't sexy, right? Like that's not like a march or a protest or that's just like you're present all the time. And that's the thing that's great about the Philly Truce app, is that the idea is that it connects in the digital space kids to people who are present all the time. And that connective tissue is, quite frankly, I think, how you heal brokenness. And that's what, like when Ron and I started working on laughter is therapy, you know, like, because, you know, the two of them are like, you know, among my best friends, you know. So, like, the work we make isn't really so much about the work, because I also know the journey of their lives and vice versa. You know what I mean? So, like, the process of laughter and therapy was getting made was like a process of building with my sister while she was working out some very serious things.
That's awesome.
And it just happened to be that a thing got made from that. Like when me and Grand Agent we used to say this thing all the time. Like if we would do something and it was dope, like amazing, we'd be in there like, oh my God, what did we just record? And then we look at, this is back when everything was tape, before everything was digital. And then you find out like the tape, we had this little Tascam machine and the tape would break or something and it wouldn't get recorded. And he would have this phrase he would always like say, like, the field don't like tape. You know what I mean? And I always loved that expression because it's accurate. You know what I mean? Like, the real work gets done when that stuff isn't present. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is really going on with both of these projects. So that, but you know what? You didn't ask me none of that, did you? What did you ask me?
I asked you all of that. That was good.
Yeah.
All right.
I asked you all of that.
Right.
Good stuff right there. That was good. It was deep. It was understandable, relatable, and all those things. Right. And it just speaks to the validity in what everybody else said to validate. You know, you just brought it to fruition. What they were saying, actually, that's what you did.
Right.
That's exactly what you did.
So the simple answer to your question is, I'll be doing stuff.
Yeah, you be doing stuff. You be doing stuff
in the penthouse.
He's silly.
That's okay, because that's the type of energy we like. Like, we literally need that type of energy. We need that energy, especially on the day, like that Philly Truce Day. We need it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are on Bring It to the Table podcast. We are live on all platforms. And we would like for you to comment, click like, and share. And we definitely want you on May 7th to come out to Lighthouse Field, is it right? Lighthouse Field on Front and Erie Avenue. Yup. And we're going to talk about that some more. But I still have some more questions. But let me say something to Miss Ronnie, girlfriend. Let me tell you something, Queen. Ooh, when I looked back on yesterday, I said, wait a minute, because I had a chance to look at some stuff. How was it with Life Isn't Fair? Because I looked at all of that. Life Isn't Fair. You participated in that, and you were in that play. But you rubbed shoulders with my main man from the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, I've done a lot of plays.
Wait a minute. This lady, hold on. Let me finish my stuff. Let me finish my spill. Then you was with the Grammy Award nominees. Miss Carr. You was with her. Then you was with Darrell Lawrence. Now wait, I'm like, hold up now. Then I said, and then you was with my girl Fifi from The Wire. Man,
Ronnie's a star. I'm trying to tell you, Ronnie's a star.
Ronnie thinks she's cute.
Oh, Ronnie is a queen, honey. She's gorgeous. Believe that one. I said to myself, Bring It to the Table is going to light up tonight. Oh, my goodness. Because I keep it on for a whole week, and then I just push it again and again and again. And before you know it, you see the people be coming and be like, oh, I know her. Oh, I know him. And then you get all the comments and you see the likes and stuff like that. I said, they're going to love this one tonight. Oh, they're going to love her tonight. So can you share with the audience what that experience was like for you? And I mean, we now know who you are. We get that part, you know, and how does it feel? Like, I know that. I noticed that you're humble. Because it couldn't be me. So soon, see, Ozzie, as soon as you make me a star, I'm off the chains with it. See, I'm not, I'm not like that. I'm not that laid back girl that's just like, well, everything was good, and I made a couple 100,000, but I bump that. You're gonna see the Lexus. You're gonna see I'm your average girl. You're gonna see the big my Tesla outside, all that. You see, you're not like that, Ronnie. You're not like that.
Sorry.
Can you speak to how does it feel? You know what I mean? And what was it like working with all those people?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've worked with I did Darrell's first play. So I'm one of the longest actors that's worked with Darrell. And the reason why I respect Darrell and work with him is because he's been able to put me all over. Would you get out of the penthouse, sir? He's been able to put me.
He's funny.
And he on my nerves. This is why we okay. So this is he's been able.
I ain't did nothing. I'm reclining.
He's been able to put me in front of audiences I would have never been in front of. So I've traveled. I've been on the oh my God, what is his name? Travis Smiley. I've been on his show. I've been on, on BET. I've been, I sat next to Marlon Wayans. Like we were being interviewed together. Like I've been, in different states, Florida and Alabama and, Virginia and, so it's been a blessing. And I've also worked, with Melissa Morgan and T-Boz from TLC and. So it's been many people that we've worked with, so with that project, I've worked with Snoop before. Well, Felicia, I've worked with her on an independent film years ago. And so we reconnected this play. So it was cool to, see her again. And she met my daughter. I wasn't a mom then. So she met my daughter and it was cool. But no, it was great. And Clifton Powell was a part of the production as well. I learned a lot from him. I, was able to, vibe and talk to him, about the industry and so forth. So with that, it's just great to talk to people that, that are in places that I'm trying to get to and been in rooms that I'm trying to get to and to, learn from their mistakes. And that's what I want to hear. Like, we see the good stuff. I want to hear the struggle. I want to hear the mistakes you made because I want to learn from them too, so but it's very limited, unfortunately, because with the stars that, come in, their stage time is pretty short. So they basically are in town for just that 1 week when we are, the week of the show. So you have limited time with them. And then it's depending on how they are. If they're friendly, as I've learned that a long time ago, if they're friendly, then I'm, friendly. If they're standoffish, you just, you come in, you do your job and you go home. Unfortunately, everybody's not friendly, so you just take it for what it is. I'm here to do I'm an actor. We both actors now, so I'm trained, just because I ain't in Hollywood and I ain't make millions yet, that don't mean nothing, so I'm a Philly girl. So, I can hold my own, on stage with anybody, so yeah. So, but it's, with that project, it was great. Clifton and John Canada, I have worked with him for years. So like, that's my people's, like, he's hilarious. He's a character. He's a character.
Career child, huh?
All right. That's good information. That's good stuff. And so for you, Ozzie, this question is for you. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate your answers and everything. So the question for you, Ozzie, would be like, on May 7th at Lighthouse Field, what are you looking forward to the most that day? What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm sorry, I gotta get situated.
Goofball, man.
I just want, I'm looking forward to the good vibes, and anytime we can publicly demonstrate, because see, I'm 51, right? So, and in Philly has always been a city famous for, at least when I was a kid, block parties, right? Like that's what we do here, right? Like just block parties and being a kid in West Philly and going to the plateau and hanging out, like it's just a part of it, right? And so anytime you can have a situation that has good vibes and positivity and uplifts people not getting hurt and hurting each other, I'm excited for that. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody chilling,
yeah,
seeing some art, talking to people, eating some food, falling back and getting accustomed. I mean, I think one of the things that I love about the Philly Truce notion is that it's addressing the fact that like people have gotten so accustomed to everything being chaos. Like have gotten so accustomed to like violence and speaking ugly to each other and being ugly with each other and not walking down the street and not like, and I mean, I know I've always led my whole life around the idea that that's for the birds. Like I'm not trying to walk around life being miserable. Like I refuse. So I'm looking forward to a good vibe, fabulous time. All the kids have a good vibe, fabulous time, and they learn, and then they leave from that and they go, you know what? I want a good vibe, fabulous time more than the 7th.
Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that answer. I think I'm looking forward to the cultural carnival. And I say that every week since the first week of the kickoff, the different cultures coming together. I know the area very well, and I'm looking for gun violence to go down. And as Mazzie would say, it's really going to stop. Like it's going to stop in Philly one way or another. It's going to stop.
Exactly.
What about you, Miss Ronnie? What about you, Miss Ronnie? The same question. What are you looking forward to most that day?
I'm looking forward to everything. Like I've seen, like the promo and different people that are going to be speaking and that are involved. And it's like, I don't know. People always think because we've, been out here and, around, it's like, everybody. And it's like, no, you don't. I don't know everybody. Right. So it's like to see people and, talent and that I don't know. So I'm excited to meet, people and vibe with them and see how we can collaborate. Because that's what you do. Like when you're in a part of these events, like that's what you want to do because we're all here. We all have something in common and we're here because we want to help. We want to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's in us. Because if it wasn't in us, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're here because we want to help, so with that being said, it's like, oh, I might have a project that you can come like, oh, can you speak at mine because you saw what I said? So I'm having this. So can you speak at mine? Sure. Because I'm always, if it's helping somebody, I'm going to do it. Like, that's why I do my show. Like, if I'm helping somebody, I'm going to do it. So that's what I'm excited to see. Like, who else I can collaborate with or who else is on the same vibe or, we can pull from and add to and, so that's what I'm excited about.
Ditto.
And I'll let y'all know I'm be a little tired. I had signed up for this before I had signed up to do the Philly Truce, but I got an email as a reminder that I'm doing a race at 9 a.m. I'm doing a muddy race in Jersey at 8 a.m. So I'm gonna beat it. But it's like a gladiator thing, and I'm gonna be in the mud. But I'm be like, yeah, I'm be there.
That's hilarious.
That's what's up.
You doing all of that at 43? You doing all of that at 43? Look at 22.
Listen, I got multiple sclerosis.
You
I
go
got like this every chance I get.
Okay, I understand that.
Yep.
So, Mazzie, you want to tell everybody the rundown for that day, May the 7th? And I think we're gonna have to ask Ozzie to go so that Hezekiah to come on.
Okay.
Dad, y'all gonna kick me out like
Hold on. I'll kick him out for you. That's nothing I ain't done before.
That's so real. Yo, you gonna
I kick him out for you. Hold on. Let's do the spiel so that maybe Ozzie can remember when it is.
Nice.
Okay, so no, real quick, I want to make sure though that everybody knows on May 7th on the performances, I will also be debuting songs from my new album, Cyborg Styles. And no, I'm playing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so look, Saturday, May 7th, we're gonna start 10 a.m. at Sankofa Academy, 2501 Kensington Avenue. We're gonna have a youth empowerment parade, a rally and a parade. We're gonna walk from there up Front Street to the field. We're walking right up Front Street from Front and Cumberland to Front and Erie. You can't beat that. With young people claiming their right to be safe and protected and all of that and advocated for. Events kick off at noon, opening ceremony, so on and so forth. And then by 1 o'clock, everybody can cut loose. The basketball tournament, the staged entertainment, which includes Ronnie and Hezekiah, who we got coming up. We got an amazing basketball classic going down. The Ralph Brooks Community Basketball League versus Fern Hill Hoops. That's South Philly versus North Philly. Germantown, Uptown is going up. We got Tim Mateo Flag Football League coming through. And after they finish their games, they're going to open that up, pick up teams, families, homies, flag football, Kensington Soccer Club. And then we just have a wide array of service providers, post-secondary institutions, and schools and things like that, so that every young person can leave there with something to do this summer and something to look forward to beyond this summer. We got great employers. SEPTA will be there recruiting. I believe the Sheriff's Department, a couple other municipal departments will be there recruiting. So you got career level stuff, you got summer job level stuff, you got mental health screenings and all that good stuff. So anything you need to get right and get back on track will be there on Philly Truce Day. So go to Philly Truce on Instagram and get all the info you need. That's it. Ozzie, you got
awesome.
to go.
Thank you
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, Mr. Jones.
That's messed up. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to see y'all on May 9th. No, I'm playing.
See you on May 9th.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Love you.
All right, let's get my man Hezekiah in there.
So I did. Yeah, let's get him in there. I don't see him backstage, but I'm hoping he didn't forget, because I did do some homework on him. Ronnie is cracking up. He's funny.
Oh, I thought you said he was back there already.
No, actually he's not. And I was wondering if he was trying, and if we can only do 4 guests at one time on one panel. So let's see if we can get
actually. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool.
Right. In the meantime, we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna let the audience know that on May 7th, at Lighthouse Field, right on Erie Avenue on Front Street, you don't want to miss it. It's going down. Okay, it's your girl off the Doc B. She'll be in the building, your co-host of the show. I'll have the mic in my hand, and y'all gonna be dancing and laughing and loving and healing. It's gonna be a lot of love in the house on that day, May 7th. Do not miss it. 12 o'clock p.m. You heard the lovely lady Ronnie. She got some stuff for you. And she done been with the Grammy Award winning folks. All right. And she done did some stuff in her life. Okay. We amongst the stars. Okay. I'm a star too, Ronnie. I'm a star too.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So
I see some people in the audience. They're saying.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Say that again.
Saying, I think Hez is coming back on. He said he's coming back on.
Okay.
But while we on
no problem. Thank you so much.
While we on the tip of the arts, I want to talk about something else. That's we're going to bring to the stage a sneak preview of a play called 4/20/99, which is actually obviously was 10 days ago, which I didn't even realize, which is crazy, the 23rd anniversary or memorial, I should say, of the Columbine massacre 23 years ago. And this group of young people have put together a show that actually is going to go up in Camden on May 20th. And they're going to give us an excerpt from the show. And for some people, that's going to be a reminder, like, what, 23 years ago? But for some people, that's going to be, maybe first-time information or maybe, that level of exposure. Because the young woman who wrote the play and directed it, actually, we were talking and she said how, she was born a year after that happened. So, that has been a part of history her entire life, And for me, it was kind of like, wow, that was 23 years ago, huh? And then you think about where great violence for the sake of attention has evolved, right? And there's some very interesting things in the play where the kids who did this actually had journals and videotapes and audio tapes. And some of that they lifted and is actually in the play. And you can actually see and hear in real time the type of agony that a young person could feel just from a sense of not being accepted, not being heard, not being seen. And this is some of the stuff that they resort to if that's what's available to them. I mean, they went to a different level, right? But if we put that in the context of what our young people are doing right here in Philadelphia and how they're acting out, it's a lot of parallels. They videotaped themselves. They was talking on the videos about how they're going to be remembered forever. And when you think about how some of this stuff gets escalated on Instagram, and it's all about, oh, I can't let that slide because they trashed me on the gram. And so it was after seeing that scene that we decided we would include it because it's very, very poignant. And also it lets our kids see that, it's not only Black kids, Puerto Rican kids doing this. This happens everywhere. And, if you have the issues, you don't have the treatment, and you have access to, machines of mass destruction, then it's just a horrible combination. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
Yeah.
People look for that as well. It'll be a sneak preview of the forthcoming play called 4/20/99, a Columbine story. So that's also going to happen on Philly Truce Day.
Thank you so much for that. Is going to. I don't want to miss that.
Yeah. Well, you'll be
oh
there.
My good. Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, I'm gonna be there. Mic in my hand, choking it. Nobody but not trying to take my mic that day. I'm telling you now. I'm super excited about having that microphone. I'm not going to embarrass you. Don't worry about it, Mazzie. I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm going to be nice and polite. I'm going to give it nice. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be lit. It's going to be litty lit. Litty lit. That's what they say. Litty lit. Ooh, here come Hezekiah. Ooh. I got to bring them on because we only got a little bit of time.
Yeah, let's bring them right on. Let's bring them right on.
Right on in.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, other audience, welcome Hezekiah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bring It to the Table. I'm your girl, Orthodox B, your host, and I'll be your host on May 7th as well.
Yeah, man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. We just got finished this video shoot in Germantown with, a bunch of kids and culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful, man. It was great.
Now,
my boy Verse Mega. I don't know if y'all know who Verse Mega is, but that video was awesome.
No, I don't know that. We look out for
it. Now, Mazzie, I would need your permission to do this. I can go over our hour. I can do that because I really want to go in a little deep with Hezekiah because I've done my research, whatever. But it's going to affect our Instagram.
Okay.
It won't be. It won't be. It'll go on all other platforms, but it will.
All right.
That's my largest audience, though. Just so you know.
Yep.
All right.
We double Hezekiah.
Oh my goodness, Ronnie! You see who we
got here? Yeah, man. That's hilarious.
Now
that's awesome.
It also says. Now, Hezekiah, can you please just introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Grand Rise. I am rapper, producer, singer, songwriter, human amplifier Hezekiah, all the way live from 215 by way of Delaware and Chester, Pennsylvania. Okay, so the origin is Chester, Pennsylvania, then
I love
Delaware. The grandson of the gospel band, the Gospel Disciples. That's my grandfather's band. That's my uncle's band. They toured. They did. They got a record out and stuff like that. But my family had a juke joint in the that's part of the Chitlin circuit. They had people like James Brown. They got posters and everything. That's part of the Chitlin circuit. And then I was rocking in Delaware with a crew, Richard Raw and Abundance Child. They out there doing their thing now. We reunited. Moving to Philly, I'm going through this fast. Moving to Philly from Delaware, I ran into this brother right here. Grant, where's he at? This brother right here, Grand Agent. This dude, it was the first dude that brought me overseas. That had me touring. The first. I don't know. Yeah, man. So big up to Jared, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's like an amazing trip on how we all are reconnecting and in the same purpose that our music was in purpose for. And Jared, like, how do you feel about our music and messages that I'm sorry, I'm doing an interview.
It's all right.
It's like I'm talking to a friend, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him because this Philly Truce app is right up the alley on what we've always been about in all of our songs. Whoever programmed us by Grand Agent and all these other songs and the purpose and me producing his song called Final Farewell, where he was leaving.
Oh yeah.
Jared has a song called Final Farewell, and I produced that, and that was like his last song. His song like exiting the music game, right, GA?
I mean, that was definitely the feeling. Yeah. And it's something you don't ever really leave, right?
But it transforms.
At that time, I was feeling like it gotta be more to it than this.
Mm-hmm.
And wholeheartedly what you just said, because Ozzie was just saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. We've been on this.
Ozzie.
We've been on this since whenever that was, 94, 95, 96.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just turned into more of a walk than a talk, right? I think with the music, it gives you the ideation and you got visions and you got hopes, but as you become more into your adulthood, your manhood, and you done been through some things, it's like, well, I could do this now. You know what I mean? I used to think about when somebody gonna do it. Now we can do it. You know what I mean?
But look, in the beginning there was the what?
The word.
There you go. Then hip hop is the word hip means the knowledge to know. And then then in the beginning there was the word, then the word hop means action.
Yep.
So we still doing hip hop no matter what. Hip hop ain't talking. Hip hop is knowledge and action.
No doubt.
So we still doing hip hop. We
No
breathing
doubt.
it. We living it. We walking it. We
No
are
doubt.
hip hop.
No doubt.
So
We are knowledge and
Hezekiah,
action.
I have another question. I have another question. So you have this, it says Grammy Award with, so Diplo, you, Raw Ass Boy, B-Boy, Justin. Can you talk about that experience, that whole crew right there? Can you talk about that experience? What was that all about?
Justin, what is it? What are you talking about? What part? Justin.
There was, it was you. It says Grammy Award winner Diplo. Diplo.
Oh,
has,
Diplo, yeah.
Plus you has, then it says plus Raw. Then it says plus and as a boy Justin.
I don't know what that is.
It talks about that on your social media. But then it says, all right, so I'll keep going. So this is when you were talking about the universe does not reward fear.
Uh-huh.
That was a project, right?
Can you talk about that, Stan?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that was a statement I made?
Oh, yeah, I did some work.
Let's talk about that statement.
No, I think that might have been like shouting out who was involved in the project. The universe does not reward fear. That's
I don't
what
know how I got Diplo in there. I don't know where this bio is coming from of the universe does not reward fear.
Yeah, Diplo was in there.
That's weird.
But do you know Diplo?
He was our DJ. Diplo is he produced Who Run the World for Girls for Beyonce. He produced
I know. That's why I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah. I
was like, whoa.
He was the first DJ for
then I saw you up there with Jay-Z.
I have a crew. Me, Sayo, Steph, Tatas, Jared is familiar with everybody. And it was a crew called Beat Society. We created an event called Beat Society where we put producers on stage. Diplo was our DJ.
Mm-hmm.
He was the DJ for our event before we was the first people to pay him as a DJ. And then he it was like nights where Kanye was there. The third one Kanye was there. Diplo handed him the record that we picked. Diplo picked that record for Kanye to sample. That same night, Prodigy from Mobb Deep showed up, and that's where Kanye met Prodigy. But Kanye also met a young producer named Illmind, which was a friend of ours, and now that's Kanye's production partner, and yada yada. So all this came from Beat Society. A lot of stuff came from Beat Society. Oh yeah, and then that beat that they sampled, Prodigy bought the beat from Mobb Deep. That Kanye produced.
I knew it was something huge, though. I knew it was something huge.
Look, and it's
I
other
had
stuff
to talk
too.
about it.
It's other stuff too. It's like Freeway was that when Rockefeller folded, he was floating. You know what I'm saying? So he started running with us, and we was taking him all over, and that's where he met Jake One. Jake One extended his career. He had 3 underground albums with Jake One. That's from Beat Society. He met him in DC. We booked him in DC. So we're responsible for a lot of stuff in the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody.
So proud of you. I don't even. That's just crazy. Like I don't know what to say. You two are blowing my mind tonight. I could not wait to interview you, brother. And
this dude speaks German. Do you know this guy speaks German?
This ain't about me, man. This the Hezekiah interview.
Yeah, I'm saying. Friends and fans, you know what I'm saying? Like
I did not know that. Man.
We be overseas. We were overseas together, touring and stuff.
This
dude's like Guten Tag.
Yeah, man has got some miles in.
Yeah, man.
We got some miles. But look, I want to hear, for the people's sake, what you got in store for Philly Truce Day. I also would like you to tell them where they can find your music, because this guy right here, yo, dreams don't chase themselves. What was the one we just said? The universe is not
Oh,
reward
I already
fear.
know.
Conscious porn.
Family forgiveness, family forgiveness, the full VID, YouTube, all that.
Yeah, but the one that is right now was 2007. I produced it was out. I put out an album with Raucous Records. If you look, I'm the last artist signed to Raucous Records. When Kanye was trying to get signed to Raucous, that I was, and I was the artist. But luckily, he didn't sign because it was a mess. So saved himself. Okay, so the beautiful thing is, I produced this album called "I Predict the Riot," and it was predicting that if we do not take care of these subjects that are happening, that if you don't change the oil to the engine is going to break down. You know what I'm saying? And we were basically predicting all of this stuff that's going on today. If you don't take care, everybody takes care of the effect and not the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
I saw that too.
Man, I saw my nephew Quaz. He's grown now. I mentor him. Like, we talk for hours all the time. And he has now, my other nephew just got out of jail the other year. They said they're like 26 now. And it was like all of their friends from all their football team is dead except 2 of them. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy, right? So then when they were younger, I watched them get put on, like, they had them on drugs in the school system and stuff. And I was sitting there, like, my mom sitting there, and he was a hyperactive kid, and so was I, but I knew how to babysit him. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw him when he was on them pills for the first time, it broke my heart. He was like just walking around. I told my mom and my sister, I was like, what happened to Quaz? What's up with Quaz? They was like, oh, they got him on these pills. He figuring it out. And I'm crying and stuff. I'm like, yo, they got him on pills. Like, get him off. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? So this album, even for my birthday last year, I sat and talked to my birthday. I talked to a community center. It was pardon me if I forgot the name, but they asked me to come there. House of Emoja asked me to come there. It was like in North Philly. They talked to kids with gun charges, and I did that for my birthday last year. I was like, I don't have you know what I'm saying? Like, well, how Chris Rock said when he was talking about Michael Jackson. How many sliding boards? How many sliding boards does a grown man need?
Hezekiah, hold on one second. Yeah. Ronnie, we're gonna dismiss you. Bye. Say bye, everybody. She gotta go. We're gonna end the show with Hezekiah.
I'm sorry, Ronnie.
Bye, no, Ronnie. I gotta go pick a mom. I gotta go pick up my baby.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt? Am I
interrupting? No. I didn't want to interrupt you. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right, Ronnie. See you. Thank you.
It's your turn. See you, Ronnie. Thank you so much. Sorry about that, Hezekiah. But go ahead.
Yeah, but this is a subject that's very dear to my heart. Like, you know what I mean? We grew up in the self-destruction movement. Like, we were made for this.
Yeah.
Like, we made for this. Like, this is where we were, like, the balance in hip hop was taken away. And it's like our generation is right on time. It's the ones they tried to sweep under the rug. Yeah, it's kind of like Wakanda. Yeah. It's kind of how Wakanda was, right? When they when they went to the dudes with the them dudes.
Right.
You need them dudes eventually.
Right.
You know, and guess what? Yeah. And guess what? Yes, we are vegetarian.
that part, as I always say, that part.
Yeah, man.
And so you have something, you mentioned something on your platform about age stigma. You talk about that a lot, age stigma. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, the system had these kids believing that that age was actually a factor in the art of hip hop. Well, who told you that? You know what I'm saying? Like, every other genre of music doesn't have an expiration date. Every art doesn't have an expiration date. And if we are artists, how does and things grow better with age, and you know the more seasoned you are, how are you over seasoned? We black, right? We love seasoning, right? How we don't like seasoned artists? That's crazy, right? So, so this mess is crazy, right? So then it's like you turn around, it's like you aged out, but your bars are the highest. GA got a song. What do you say? I can quote you all day, bro. The 16s cost you more. No, the 8 will cost you more than the 16s that run you. It's more constant. What did you say?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't even remember.
But it's how the older you get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been learning
I'm glad you had a chance to come in.
I've been learning Amharic, right? Ethiopian language.
Okay.
Amharic.
Okay.
So a demina is how are you to a man? A demina is how are you to a man. A deminesh is to a woman, and a deminaichu is to a group of people. So I say a demina, a deminesh, a deminaichu. You're doing good. You're doing great. You've been lied to. So what? They got hate and they denied you, but it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for tooth. But see, I've been giving sight to the blind since high school. Wordsmith, I could switch a speech to a haiku. While you was listening to Do Me, I was listening to Zingalama Dooney, Arrested Development in my hoopty.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, that's it, folks. You heard it right here on Bring It to the Table. It's your girl off the Doc B. We're going to end it with that. We're going to see y'all with this was the finale. Philly Truce, baby, all day, every day. May the 7th at Lighthouse Field, front in Erie, 10 o'clock. At what's it, 2501 Kensington at the school. We need you to be there. Your grandmother bring out the kids. The grandfather bring out the kids. The uncles, the aunts. The girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't care who it is. Bring those kids out. Bring the whole family out. It's a family affair.
It's a family affair. Hey.
Philly Truce in the house. Philly Truce in the house. Put your guns down.
Put them down.
Hugs,
leave the guns in the crack and the knives alone.
Don't pull the trigger. Put the crack down. Put your straight up. Get your weight up. Bring all everybody in your family down there. We giving out big old hugs that day. Hugs, no drugs. Put the guns down. Come get some of this Philly Truce love. It's gonna be magic in your life. Peace out. I'm your girl off of Doc B. Thank you,
May each one teach one.
Finale. Woo, the finale, Hezekiah.
Let's go.
You ended the finale amazingly well. I'm grateful for you. See you on next week, brother. Peace out, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jen.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
All right. Good night.
Good night.